It was a big weekend in the AIA Singapore Premier League, and we have a clearer picture of the title race. Welcome to the SPL Show as we review the previous round of matches. And we have Balestier Khalsa on set to help me look through and analyse the games. We have Marko Kraljevic, the head coach of Balestier Khalsa, and R Aaravin. And Marko, thank you so much, first of all, for coming on set, your second appearance on set on the SPL Show. Games coming thick and fast, isn't it? How mentally draining is it for you and physically draining for the players?
Thank you to have me here first. Game going very fast, you know, every Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday, every few days is game. But this is how everybody in same shoes, you know, and then is tough. But for players, it's more tougher, you know. They're working very hard, and pitches become very wet and very hard to run, and then a lot of energy they lost, and they need a very good recovery to be ready for next game.
Aaravin, you're getting a spell of games at the moment. Good to see you back on the pitch, by the way. You were without a club for a spell. What were you doing during that period?
During that period, I was actually with FAS, so I was actually working under the national teams department as well as training with the young lions to keep myself fit. So yeah, I was there before I got a call from Coach Marko to actually join the team, which I'm actually very thankful for.
And how difficult was it for you to adjust back to the rigors of professional football after a layoff? I know you were training with the young lions, but it's different, isn't it?
Definitely, like any player would say that training fitness is very different from match fitness. So, but I would say that it was good that I had the training, so at least I don't feel very far off. But then coming back to Balestier, playing some matches, I think it's getting better, but yeah, so yeah.
Okay, and Marko, for yourself, the objective remains AFC Cup football for the club. What would it mean for the team to take part in a continental competition? 2015 and 2016, Balestier were part of that competition. What was the experience like?
Meaning is, I was also really surprised, you know, this AFC Cup was organized very well. From traveling to 2 days before the game, we reaching there, organized training ground. Everything was perfect, really perfect. Is boys enjoying, you know, everybody learning some different things, and you playing the best teams around this region, and everybody enjoying. Meaning, this is our target this year to go back to this competition.
Yeah, everything still up for grabs with the AFC Champions League, with AFC Cup spots, and of course, the chance to win the title. A new champion will be crowned in 2020. First of all, 42, thank you so much for furnishing the set. Lovely furniture. So for all your home decor, furniture and lifestyle needs, go to 42.sg. All right, let's have a look at the big one from the weekend. It was third versus first. Lion City Sailors at Bishan Stadium taking on Albirex Niigata. And the last time these two teams met, it finished 3-2 for Albirex with a late winner for them. And it was a case of deja vu. Welcome to a rainy and soaking wet Bishan Stadium for what is the biggest match of the AIA Singapore Premier League season so far. It is Lion City Sailors in third up against league leaders Albirex Niigata. And how will this pan out? Will the pendulum swing towards Lion City Sailors as they hope to draw level on points with the White Swans? The second best defensive record in the league with 8 goals conceded. Tampines have only 6. It's a good ball, a good switch to Kamata. Will he go first time? He lays it off here to Doi, who gets a strike away. And Albirex Niigata take the lead here. Kamata given plenty of time down the left. Too much space, Tomoyuki Doi. You give a man of his talent that amount of space in the penalty area and he will punish you. No chance for Hassan Sani through the legs of Kaishu Yamazaki, and first blood to the White Swans. Michael Pasha comes in field. Here's Song up against Hashioka. Song Young with the strike, blocked. Saifullah with the rebound, turned away by Okawa. Flag is up on Sharil. Onto his left foot. Looks to fashion a strike away. Gabriel Quack shanks a strike but might find Saifullah. They're looking for a penalty and they will get it in the build-up. And Shahril Ishak was nudged off the ball. It was Sakuma on Shahril, who just tugged him back. By Song Yong up against Kei Okawa to level things here at Bishan. Put them back in the game. And he does with aplomb. Bottom corner, no chance. Sends Kei Okawa the wrong way. And the Sailors have leveled it up 1-1. Gabriel Quack turns well. Open up here for Gabriel Quack on his left foot. Is he brought down once again? They won the penalty. The second one for the game. Referee Farhad Mohammed says no. Nagasawa. Still with Nagasawa on his right foot. So dangerous. A little shimmy. Feint of the body to try and get away from Tajeli. Or given away there by Tajeli. Nagasawa. A big opportunity for Fairos. And they take the lead once again. Albirex Niigata. The Lion City Sailors caught napping at the back. And Fairos Hassan gets his first goal for Albirex Niigata. And what a game to get it in as well. Tajeli Salama will have to take blame for that. Nagasawa combining with Doi. Calm in the penalty area to Fairos Hassan, who kept his nerve to slot it past Hassan Sani. And Albirex take the lead once again. Shadan to deliver this corner kick. It's a decent one. There's a hit on it, and it's an equalizer. And it's Tajeli Salamat who makes up for his error. Tajeli Salamat just hungrier than anyone else in the penalty area. And you can see how much it means to him and to Lion City Sailors. Gabriel Quack making the run. It's a good ball looking for Gabriel Quack, who has the option of Adam Swandi. It's a great save by Kei Okawa. To Nishiguchi. Ends up being a great pass to Nishiguchi. Up against Nakiyuden Yunus. Onto his left foot, Nishiguchi. Tries to play in Doi. What a save, Hassan Sani. Hashioka. Such a threat down the right. Hashioka gets past the ball across goal. Strike comes in and they take the lead through Hanada. Yasuhiro Hanada, the substitute, puts Albirex Niigata ahead for the third time. Look at this. Turn Nakiyuden inside out. They just cross in. No one really getting a touch. And he'll take the assist, Hashioka. Hanada will take the goal. And perhaps the most important goal that he will ever score. Gets the cross in, headed away by Sakuma. Hafiz Noor picks up the rebound. Shirley's now or never. They want a free kick, they don't get it. And they're looking to counter. Well, they won't need to, as Albirex Niigata hold on for a big victory in this title race. Well, a breathless match here at Bishan Stadium and a breathless result. A big momentum shift for Albirex Niigata in the title race. They come up trumps here at Bishan Stadium. 3-2 winners on the night against Lion City Sailors. Yeah, we built it up as the biggest game of the season so far, and it did deliver in terms of entertainment. 5 goals. It had everything you wanted, a great advertisement for local football. Marko, yeah, was it a good game, first of all, to watch?
I mean, it's 5 goals, you know, it's beautiful to watch, and fighting for top position, you know, was a great game, great game. We can go either side, you know. If this 2-2 they got chance score the goal, will be different story. And then, but I think is what I see Sailors beginning of the season and Sailors after the Stipe sign is totally different, you know. And now you missing him is, I think, is a big blow for them. If he was around, it will be, I think, different story.
Vidma in the pre-match interview said, you know, he wasn't going to risk Stipe Plazibat with a hamstring injury because there are further games to play and he wants him fit for those matches. As a coach, would you at least have liked to have put him as an option from the bench, at least?
I'm meaning maybe he gambling on maybe even draw will be okay, you know. If we play draw, we are around there, and then they got one more game against Tampines. They can beat Tampines when the Stipe is fully recovered.
Yeah.
I think this is what I think what he means, you know, is because pitch is very difficult. You can ask the players in this, especially Bishan is soft. Anyway, it's very soft, and now it's a lot of rain. And then if you have a problem with hamstring, it's very difficult. He will last game, you know.
Yeah.
And then what kind of performance then you will be? I feel it's good decision, but too bad they lost.
A draw would have been good enough for Lion City Sailors, considering they were without Stipe Plaza, but it would have still kept that gap between Albirex Niigata to 3 points. But it's the proverbial 6-pointer, isn't it, Aaravin, where, you know, a win for Albirex, it's a double whammy for Lion City Sailors, where now it's just 6 points, 4 matches to go. It's going to be tough for them for the Sailors to get back into this.
Yeah, definitely. Like what you actually mentioned, the gap is actually slightly wider now, so it will be a bit difficult for Lion City to catch them up. But like what coach actually mentioned, I think they have really quality players, and they have good build-up play, and also I think they have been performing well the last few games, and it would have been nice to see them come off with a victory, or even preferably a local side winning the league this season.
Was it a fair result, Marko, at the end of the game? I mean, yeah, it was a big victory for Albirex, but on the balance of it, Albirex lucky to get a win, a draw, perhaps a fair result?
I think draw is fair result. They got also their chance, you know, and I think draw is fair result.
LWS came into play yesterday at both venues. At Bishan, it was a slightly delayed kickoff at 6:05 p.m., so not too much of a delay. But as a footballer, Ara, you come into the stadium 2 hours prior to kickoff, maybe 3:30 p.m. You're focused, you have your pre-match meal, looking forward to a 5:30 p.m. start. How does the lightning warning system wreak havoc on your whole preparation?
I would say that actually it starts to slow down the players, like in terms of their physical, like the way that they feel before the games, because you know we are actually hyped up before the game with the coaches talking to us, hyping us up, and then our own preparations before the game and all this. So I would say that the lightning warning actually it actually takes away the mood. Even like for us the other day before the game against Young Lions, it was actually pouring quite badly. So we were actually unsure whether it's going to lead up to that situation. And then after we warm up, and then there's a situation of lightning warning, and then we start to like, you know, feel a bit lethargic and stuff like that. So I would say that the lightning warning actually, you know, is I mean, it's something that we can't prevent or anything, but it's something that actually affects the moods and the players generally.
Yeah, just to qualify that, a lightning warning system is put in place for the safety of players and just in general for outdoor venues, sports venues in Singapore. If there is lightning within the vicinity, then a red light will go on to say that there's a stop in any kind of activity. So it's meant for the safety of players, but it's tough, isn't it? Even for a coach, when you're doing a team talk and then you realize, oh no, then the players now have a long wait before they get onto the pitch.
I think it's very tough, you know. Depends on the stadium, especially Jurong East is very small area, nowhere to move, you know, because must be undercover. Players also is very uncomfortable, you know. It's very difficult, and then you don't know when going to start, you know. Then I think 45 minutes they give you advance.
Yeah,
around
there, yes.
Around there, okay. Then you start. It's tough, but everybody, what I just now said, everybody same shoes, you know.
Yeah,
but this one is like that. So
Albirex Niigata, top of the table, clear of Tampines Rovers. Champions in 2016, champions in 2017, champions in 2018. 2020, are they your favorites now?
It's not. I told you, it's not Albirex what used to be. This is very clear. Last time they had much better players. But end of the day, they are hard work, extremely hard, teamwork, working together, and this is why they are on top of the table. Very simple. They are extremely working every game, every minute. They're working extremely hard, and they achieve. If they're the champion, they deserve to be champion.
Well, the reason why Albirex Niigata have a little gap at the top of the table is due to this result at Jurong East Stadium, as Tanjong Pagar United winless at the start of this match, taking on Tampines Rovers, who were favourites coming into this one, but there was going to be a surprise in store.
The rain is falling, but luckily the lightning warning system has finally gone off, having been on for most of the afternoon. So we're set for a very big game indeed for both Tanjong Pagar United, currently rock bottom of the standings, and Tampines Rovers, who could possibly end the weekend top after tonight. Just 4 games to go, remember. Raihan Rahman with a long ball through, but Jordan picks it up. This game is being played almost exclusively with the ball at the feet of a Tampines Rovers player, and that's a glorious ball through that's found its target in Zayrud. Into Boris. Is he onside? Big, bad Boris Kraljevic. And inside 5 minutes, the Stags lead with a supremely worked team goal. Great build-up play. Zayrudin Mehmedovic with a lovely ball through. Big bad Boris timed the run to perfection. Nakamura leaves it for Zayrudin. Keeper parries it away, and there's no Tampines shirt following up. And it's belted clear by Farahin Farkan. Not a bad effort from Zayrudin. The Jaguars are in business. Down the left-hand side, they come into Ishikawa. He finds Lewis Jr., who buys a ticket to the lottery and sees it saved by Shazwan. Dan Bennett. The evergreen Dan Bennett with a beautiful ball looking for Jordan Webb. Well, Jordan Webb saying he's being held onto there, and he's furious with the referee, but we wouldn't mind seeing a replay here. He's trying to be calmed down by Yasser Hanapi, and the referee's going to get the book out here. And Jordan Webb has only got himself to blame. He's going to be red-carded. Well, I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. That is ridiculous from Jordan Webb. We don't know what's been said, but the referee must have had something pretty harsh. And what is Jordan Webb thinking here? You can tell by the way that Yasser Hanapi was trying to push Jordan Webb away from the referee. That, for me, is the telltale that Yasser Hanapi knew what Jordan Webb was doing was risky. The goal kick overturned to a corner, delivered in. And was that handball? A shout for handball as it bounced up into Farid Samid. They play on. Comes up to Shah Shahir and scramble and off the line. Well, this season is becoming exciting. Less than a fortnight to go. Albirex Niigata will at very worst be level on points at the top of the table tonight, but can Tampines with 10 men open up some distance? What play! Marvellous work from Nakamura to create the space for the shot, but just wide of the mark. And for all that we were worrying about Tampines with that red card to Jordan Webb, you have to say it's not really affected the game that much in the last 8 minutes. That's a ball in the middle. Oh, look at the space Lewis Jr.'s got! And he scored! Well, that's a goal out of nothing. The Tampines Rovers defence stands still. And Luis Jr., well, it wasn't convincing, it wasn't very glamorous, but it hit the back of the net, make no mistake about that. And his 3rd goal of the season. Tampines now trying to get back in control of this game. Not easy to do when you're playing with 10. Madu needs a good cross, gets a good cross, and finds big, bad Boris Kraljevic. His 2nd of the game. Wonderful cross from Madu, and this time it's the Jaguars' turn to be caught out defensively. There's Farah back from his coaching course and in the dugout today for the first time in several months, celebrating the goal that could just keep Tampines Rovers' title hopes alive. Lewis Jr. again, time, space, it's an absolute screamer! 2 for Boris and 2 for Lewis Jr. And you can end the goal of the night competition right there. What a finish. Shazwan, no chance. A blow for Tampines Rovers' title hopes here. It's finished. Tanjong Pagar United 2, Tampines Rovers 2.
Yeah, it looked to be a straightforward match going into this one. Tanjong Pagar United struggling at the bottom of the table. Tampines Rovers desperately needing the victory, having the big guns out, and made much harder when they went down to 10 men, Marko. Jordan Webb sent off 10 years in Singapore football. We celebrated his milestone, 101 goals just the previous round. I mean, that sending off cost his team victory in that match overall.
I don't know what's crossing his mind, after this happened foul, and then he started. I really don't know. You 1-0 up. I think they're playing well. second goal coming soon, and then I'm really not very sure why. I mentally, I think maybe he's not ready or whatever. I don't know. But I'm not sure. It's just, I feel is not only yourself. You're putting whole team, whole club in the very difficult position. You know, when you're fighting for the championship. Now in that moment, everybody depends on you, not only yourself. Whole team, club, and next 2 games you're out. You are one of the best foreigners in the league, and then you're putting everybody down. I think he's wrong.
His argument was he was making the run. Farid Hamid gave him a little nudge as the ball was delivered to him, so just put him off balance. And yeah, he was arguing that the referee should have given a foul in the lead up. Did it look like a foul, first of all, to you? And we were just speaking off air. Should he have gone to ground if he felt like it was a foul?
It's a tough decision to say, but then again, in any football game, there's going to be a lot of tugging here and there, which the referees might not see at sometimes. So it's a difficult decision for the referee, but as a player, definitely, I mean, anyone would who feels the tug would feel frustrated for not having the decision his way. So as a player, I feel Jordan's frustration, but then again, knowing that he's on a yellow and also knowing what a red card could actually cost his team, who are actually in a very good position for the league title, is something that's, I would say, is uncalled for.
Yeah, he's going to miss, as Marko said, the next 2 matches through suspension. And not too long ago, Tampines were running away with it. They were clear at the top of the table. Now, 1 win in their past 4 matches, although those 3 matches that they didn't win were draws. But, I mean, what's gone wrong there? What can you see from the outside?
I think, my opinion is Tampines is the best team. It's better than Albirex. This is my opinion by players, how they play and this, everything, I think. But I don't know why. Last few games, they was keeping clean sheet. They was the best defense in the league. And suddenly they consider against us also 2 goals. Against Geylang, playing almost second half with against 10 players, not able to score the goal. Consider 2 goals against Tanjung Pagar. I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure something is really last few games is considering goal what is supposed to keep clean sheet very easily, you know, and then going through with win 1-0. They're winning a lot of 1-0. Even against Young Lions, watch, it was 1-0 down until 60 something minutes, you know. Something maybe after Corona is not really coming to the same shape what it used to be.
So you were part of that team that drew against Tampines Rovers recently. 2-0 down, you fought back. You're on the pitch. Do you sense perhaps that the nerves are kicking in for them, knowing that, you know, the title race was very comfortable at one point? Now it's getting a little bit closer, that might affect the performance, because at their very best, as Marko says, they wipe the floor with anyone. And that's just a matter of fact with the players that they have. But they've not really hit that mark, and Gavin will say that, and I think everyone at Tampines Rovers would agree with that. But did you sense there were some nerves within them?
Yeah, probably because the game we were actually down by 2 goals, and then we came back. So I would say that, like what Coach mentioned, they're actually one of the best teams with their passing. They have not only the senior players, but even the younger players, the new players that come on, they actually score goals. Even one of them scored against us. And I would say that maybe like what you mentioned earlier, the nerves getting to them, and also as with the whole situation and games coming back to back, it's a very difficult situation for Tampines, and even for every team. Like, it's the same for every team. So I would say like things like that off the pitch actually affects the players on the pitch as well. Yeah.
Credit though to Tanjung Pagar United for getting the points, and in Luis Junior, they have a player of real quality, former Brazil under-17 international. For the both of you, Ara, your current player, Marko, you've played in the league since 1996, since the inception of the S League, now known as the Singapore Premier League. One of the better imports that you've seen?
I think so. You know, with what I saw, what a kind of goal he's scoring is really is typical striker. Left foot is bullet is unbelievable. I think he's unlucky, you know, get injury and missing quite a bit of the season, and there was but one of the top striker what I see in S League or SPL is one of top.
How good is he?
I would say like from the past few games, I think after his injury coming back to form, he's been scoring a number of goals, and even the past few goals that he has scored against Geylang and even Tanjung Pagar were actually very fantastic goals that keepers could not stop. And he's a big lad with very good shots. So against us, I mean, it will be difficult for us on Wednesday when we play against Tanjung Pagar.
Yeah, well, the next question I was going to lead up. Obviously, going to play them next, but do you feel, well, taking away your game against them coming up, that they're going to get the first win of the season at some point?
I'm meaning, but I hope no next game. I really hope no next game. But Tanjung Pagar, I think, play well. Against Geylang, is play well. This game they're playing well, and then I'm meaning is can happen. And I think what is league now, anybody almost can beat anyone. You know, Young Lions was bottom of the table, but giving everybody good fight. Tanjung Pagar, Sam, everybody is. I feel like league is very, very even.
Yeah.
Very even. It's just matter of time. Sometimes you are a little bit lucky, or a little bit score some goals and save few goals, and I think you can beat anyone.
Yeah, Tanjung Pagar United battling away with the Young Lions at the bottom of the table, trying to avoid bottom spot. We'll go on to Saturday's fixtures, where the Young Lions had a big victory, and apologies in advance to Marko and to Ara. Let's have a look at the highlights. We are exactly 14 days away until the end of the AIA Singapore Premier League season. 5 rounds to go, and today we come to you from the Bishan Stadium as Balestier Khalsa take on the Young Lions, two teams with different ambitions for the rest of the season. Raihan in the area. Samir has to be careful. Stays on his feet, Raihan. Here's Harris. Goes for goal, Harris Stewart. Not a million miles away. Zaiful Nizam not happy with his defense. Christian fashions a chance to get a cross in. It's a decent one. Far post. Looking for Noradam. Raihan with the header. They're asking for handball. And the referee points to the spot. Came off Fadli Khamis. And the referee was certain in his decision making. Fadli goes into the book. That was a good build-up play. Initially by Noradam. Yeah, it did come off the hand though, didn't it? Of Fadli, who couldn't adjust himself. So it's Mala up against Zaiful Nizam. Mala converted against Hougang. And converts here. 1-0 to the Young Lions. And they deserve it on the showing of this first half. Well worth their 1-0 lead. Mala, a strong strike, sends Zaiful the wrong way. Has one to deliver this free kick, takes a deflection, a nasty one. Here's Zuzul, tipped over by Nur Shafiq. Another save by the Young Lions goalkeeper. Took a deflection on its way in here. Just can't beat Nur Shafiq. The corner comes in. Nur Shafiq gets another touch on it. And here's the equalizer. And Balestier Khalsa have made the pressure tell. And Aaravin with his first goal for Balestier Khalsa. Well, they're known for their threat from set piece. And they didn't deal with the first ball. Aaravin, with his left foot, just guides it into the empty net. Can't finish for a central defender. Hami, who goes down off the ball. A cut is out, and it's a straight red to Fadli Khamis. Well, didn't really spot it at the time, but something must have happened off the ball. And Fadli Khamis is off, straight red. He was already on a yellow card. Good challenge by Ahmad Shahir. Kraljevic looks to play in Zuzul. Keeper has come a long way. Zuzul rounds the keeper, gets the strike away. Mala, well, denies possession back for the Young Lions. Hami, great vision to play. Raihan Stewart down the right. Raihan has options in the area, goes for goal. Tried to catch Zaiful Nizam unawares. And now it's Zulfahmi up against two Young Lions players. Zulfahmi taking on Safi, still with Zulfahmi on his right foot. Tried to angle it. Ilhan against Kishaf. Fires it to Khairi, that's a good first touch. Still with Khairi Nadim. Oh, brilliant play by Khairi Nadim to get the strike away. And they find the goal. And perhaps the winner. No offside flag. Raihan Stewart with the final touch. They're asking for offside. But look at the build-up play here from Khairi, taking on his man. Took an age, it seemed, to get a strike away. Yeah, it was onside there, Raihan. And he will claim the goal, the first of his season. But look at the work here by Khairi Nadim. The easiest of finishes for Raihan Stewart. With 3.5 minutes to go, Young Lions lead Balestier Khalsa by 2-1. And they get the win, the second of the season. Full-time score here at Bishan is Balestier Khalsa 1, the Young Lions 2, and a well-deserved victory. Yeah, sorry to put you through that again, Marko.
Yes.
What went wrong?
Maybe same as Tampines, you know, we want to win the game very badly, you know, and we want to catch up with the top few teams, you know, and then we rushing with the things, everything was rushing. We trying, boys working very hard, extremely hard, you know, but it's when you want to too fast, too soon, things happen, then is not working well, then penalty was unlucky.
Yeah.
This ball bounced and this hitting and then after this we come back. Then again some accident happened, and then we playing with the same players. And then still we don't want to defend. We want to attack. We want to score second goal. And then when you're attacking, then you left a lot of space behind, and then counter-attack, then score second goal, and we lost the game.
So let's dissect it a little bit. Prior to the match starting, did it almost feel for the players it was must win? And perhaps the lack of composure, because you know you wanted to get the goals, you wanted to get the win, 3 points at stake, so important, and that played a part in the first half performance, which you know was dominated by Young Lions.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, from the last two games, losing against Albirex and also drawing against Tampines, I think we wanted to get a win badly, so the 3 points was a very important thing. But then again, like what we mentioned earlier, the nerves and all this of being very desperate for the win probably got to us, and we were actually outplayed by Young Lions.
Yeah, so 1-0 at the break. You came back with the equalizer through this man here. Once you got the equalizer, you're still 11 versus 11 at that point. Did you feel, all right, we're going to go and win this now?
Yeah, I was very confident. I was very confident we will come back and win the game. You know, I mean, we need just score one goal, and then second goal will come. You know, this was at that moment was in my mind.
And then it all changed shortly after the equalizer. Fadli getting sent off. We didn't really catch anything in the replay. It was off the ball. Have you spoken to him?
No.
Have you seen it?
After the game, mostly I don't speak to the players, you know, because it's very hot. Everybody, myself, I just keep very. We talking next day, you know, but next day was off, and then today we have meeting after that, and then we will talk about this one. I'm not sure what exactly happened. I also follow the ball. This is off the ball was happening, you know. Then he gets red card, and I still don't want to defend, you know. They want to don't want to take one striker off, you know, and just thinking we can win the game. And then I think what I mentioned just now, we trying, and as usual have some chance. Zul have some chance, few delivery corner, but it's just few minutes to go, the counter-attack, then we lost the game.
So what was going through your mind when you needed to make a change? While you were waiting to make a change, Kraljevic went into central defense with Aaravin, and you're just waiting to bring on a player. And so you brought on Kishaf at the end. What were your other options that you would have liked to have implemented now that on hindsight?
But this is my option. Was I was not expecting this far happen. You know, it's just option with just play 4-4-1. You know, and keep it Shime up front, and Kiki and and Jumbo play in the middle, because both of them is very comfortable with the ball, can play the ball, and then playing one side Zul, another side was Hazuan, then after this I changed with a fresh leg. Hazuan, I just bring some high knee, fresh leg, and then he can deliver some crosses. We need crosses. This is crossing my mind, you know. It's just, I think we have, with this, let's say, is 4 midfield and striking 5 players is good enough to score the goals. This is in my mind, you know. And then never happened.
Yeah. Well, you had your chances, as you mentioned, despite having 10 men.
Yeah.
Ara, you were sitting in defense. Ahead of you, it did seem the likes of Hami and the Stewart brothers in Haris and Raihan, they were pretty dominant in midfield. And did you guys just lose out in that battle?
Playing with them before this, I think I know the quality that they have, especially Hami. He's very comfortable with the ball, playing defense splitting passes and all this. So it's never easy to play against them. But then again, to actually lose out at the dying minutes of the game is a very disappointing result to take personally, and also as a team. So it was unfortunate that we actually lost the battle, and also to lose out the 3 points. But then again, there are 4 more games left, and we want to get the maximum points that we can as a team.
You have to talk about your goal, though. First goal for the club, second ever professional goal. Have you seen that in training? It's such calm finish with the left foot. Is he known for his finishing in training that we're not aware of?
By every set pieces he go up. I mean, he's very comfortable with the ball. He's very nice touches, very soft touches. He got good touches, but with the left foot in that corner, we got so many people, and he hitting there is no easy task.
I know the defeat is tough to take, but at least happy that you got a goal and at least a highlight from the match for yourself.
I will still take the 3 points rather than the goal.
All right, so as you said, still 4 matches to play. Let's have a look at your remaining fixtures. Still plenty to play for as you look to hit that AFC Cup spot. And Tanjong Pagar United, as mentioned earlier on, next team that you're going to go up against, Geylang at home, Hougang United away, and we're not sure what would have happened by the time you meet Lion City Sailors, which you can consider as a home match at Bishan Stadium. All winnable. Hougang United in a dip of form, Geylang International, perhaps a tough one, and Tanjong Pagar United, bottom of the table. 4 wins, let's just say, you'll be in with a shout for AFC Cup football, especially with Geylang in 4th position at the moment.
Our meaning is still, I think, is everything in our hand. You know, if we want to be there, we need to win against Hougang, also fighting for this position. Geylang fighting for this position. If you want to be there, you need to be them. But I think this is a little bit far. You know, we should focus on the first Wednesday game. You know, this is the most important game. You know, for us now to go there, give good game. You know, and then win the game. And I think we should still focus game by game. You know.
Are you going to look to rotate your squad now, or it's just like you're going to tell the team, you have 4 games to go, just give me what you can, and we'll see what happens? Because, like as we mentioned at the top of the show, games are coming thick and fast, and you know, if you push someone to the limit, injuries might happen.
Nothing to rotate anymore. You know, what we have at the moment, these players, you know, the best one will play. I don't want to keep him for next game or whatever. Okay. You know, we need to focus game by game, and this is the best game, the best player who is no injury, who is 100% fit, because I think is 3 games in the Bishan Stadium and 1 is Hougang Stadium. I mean, you must be really fit. This kind of pitch, you know, is very, at the moment, muddy, and then you must be really, really fit to play. And then who will fit, they will play.
I just got your thoughts on a player that has stood out for me in recent weeks, and that's Jordan Imaviwe. Come into the side, central midfield, has the physique as a central midfielder, but it's very, very raw. But do you see the potential in this guy? Because from what we've seen early on, it looks like a player for the future, presently playing professional football, but looking to improve game on game.
Yeah, definitely being a teammate, I've seen him in trainings and even in matches. I think he's a very good asset for the team. Given his technique, with his touches with the ball, he's very comfortable with the ball. I think he's a great player for the future as well.
Marko, did you play with his father, Prince? No. But what did you play against him?
I'm not sure. He was 2000.
2001, I think, yeah.
This is my last season. I'm not very sure I play against him, you know. I also don't know. He just I didn't know his father is Prince,
Yeah.
you know, and then slowly maybe he joined us maybe 1 month ago, you know. He want to be, but he's good player, you know, a really good player, good attitude, never miss training, come very early for training. He want to be soccer player. I think he's good for Singapore also. I think he got future.
Yeah, Prince Imaviwe is Jordan Imaviwe's dad, and he used to play for Tampines Rovers early on in the Singapore Premier League. We spoke about AFC Cup football and the difference between playing AFC Cup and SPL. What would it mean for the club to qualify for AFC Cup? Like back when it happened in 2015 and 2016, did it put like Balestier Khalsa on a regional stage, and did they get more attention? And financially, of course, it's a big boost to the club.
Meaning is great. If you qualify for the club, easy for the club also to buy some players. You know, hey, I'm playing AFC. Okay, I want to play in AFC Cup. You know, it's much easier when you're approaching the players. If you're planning for next season and talk to them, hey, we are qualified for the cup, and everybody want to play. Everybody want to show what they can do, and especially now is like Asian player. What is soccer? Soccer is about transfer here, transfer there. Somebody see you next season, you go to Malaysia, go to Thailand, where is big money, everything is giving you more opportunity for young players, for everybody to get better deal and get move on. What is soccer about? Always try to do better, you know, try to move forward to better league, better money, and that's what is football about. And playing AFC, more people can see you.
Now, Balestier Khalsa looking to move forward as well, trying to catch the team in 4th position, and that is Geylang International, who have a grip on the final AFC Cup spot, and they took on Hougang United at OTH.
Welcome to an overcast Tampines hub on the east coast of Singapore for match day 10 in the AIA Singapore Premier League. It's the Eagles of Geylang taking on the Cheetahs of Hougang, 4th taking on 5th. And realistically, if either side had aspirations of AFC Cup football, or maybe even something more, with only 4 games left after tonight, maximum points are a must. And he seems to be having a positive influence on his teammates around him. He plays that one out. Decent ball as well. Finds its target, but they have their pockets pinched. And it's opened up for Geylang all of a sudden to the edge of the area. The shot comes in, and it's just parried wide by Ridwan. The best opening of the game so far, and it came when Shawalanwa couldn't hold on to a Zach Anderson pass. It's delivered by Shawalanwa, and it just flicked wide by Ichikawa. When it came off his head, it looked like it was destined for the back of the net. A lovely set-piece routine. Farhan's delivery, heads her up, and it's a really powerful header from Barry Maguire, but fortunately for Hougang, it's straight at Ridwan, who manages to gather. It'll be Faris Farhan to take it. All eyes on Barry Maguire and Yuki Ichikawa. Farhan's delivery, finds Maguire again! And they've given him too much space, one time too many. And that goal has been coming. Another wonderful corner from Faris. And Barry Maguire with his 2nd of the season. And his incredible work rate in this first 45 has been rewarded. They're giving him far too much space. But with 3 minutes to go, Geylang have the lead that on balance they deserve. Amy is on for Noor Luckman. And remember what happened the last time Geylang International had a corner. Barry Maguire was left completely unmarked and headed home. And one thing you can be guaranteed of with Faris Farhan is a quality delivery. He's been foot perfect on that front so far. And once more, the delivery is good, and it's an important header from Zach Anderson to get it away from trouble. I can tell you, Bishan, back flick, what a score! Just as I'm updating you about a goal at Bishan, Amy Recker, the half-time substitute, has given Hougang a mountain to climb. They failed to clear away the danger from the second phase from the corner. and Hougang pay the ultimate price. Amy with a really cute finish with the back heel. That's one for the highlights of the week. And Amy Rekker's first goal of the season. And Azaplin again is incandescent with rage in the defending. And Azaplin. Oh, look at that for a bit of skill to pay the bill from Shawal Anwar. And he's away at the races now. Charlie Michael forward. Can they find him? Shafiq Ghani! Oh, whistle past the post. That could have been game back on at OTH, but just wide. Guy with the chest down. Top minute, Animanthan was going to be able to get there, but it's come to Harith Kanadi. Another nice touch from the Geylang flyer. Still, Harith Kanadi. He's got Barry Maguire for cover. He goes for goal, and I tell you something, Ridwan only just gathered it in. It was a decent save, and it was in these conditions, every goalkeeper's nightmare when it bounces in front of you like that. As our referee Jansen Fu blows for full time. It's finished here at our Tampines hub. Geylang International 2, Hougang United 0.
Yeah, always good fun watching Geylang International. And I mean, besides the top 3 teams, because they're always challenging for the title, Geylang always seems like the second team for everyone else, for the fans, because of the way they play the football. Noah Ali is good value as a coach with his comments as well, and a good ability as a coach. They've been good value this season for what they've done. Not really challenging for the title, but they're never going to be at the bottom of the table, Geylang.
I mean, is good team, you know. It's really good team, and the last few games really playing well, and then from Tampines game with the 10 players, they keep 1-1. It was no easy, you know. And now the last 2 games they won, and then now I think it's a very good run, you know, for them.
It was 2 teams who are on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Geylang International on the up, Hougang United really suffering with injuries. I mean, they don't have Sahil for the whole rest of the season. Nofal is out as well. Emotionally, it's been a roller coaster over time with them within the team as well. Have they underachieved for your liking as they qualified for the AFC Cup last season?
I thinking, you know, as what we just now talking about Stipe, you know, you remove the Stipe from there, you did not replace with anyone, and then it's totally different, you know. I think meaning a lot. And what happened with the coaching staff and this everything with Salim, very sad, and then maybe players is emotional because he was very close to mostly of them. You know, he was really close, and then I think these two factors is very. It's my opinion. Is why they are little bit is not performing what used to do, and I think these 2 things affect the club and players. Yeah,
I mean, we worked with Salim back at Woodlands, and he has that connection with the players, so obviously that would have impacted it. Ara, for yourself, looking at Geylang International, they can rotate the squad. One of the few teams who have enough players to rotate the squad and have quality come in for quality, especially up front. Are they peaking at the right time?
Yeah, definitely. I think watching their past few games, looking at the attacks that they have with top players at the front, I think they are a team to watch. And also, it's good to see like young players like their left back Harif being so confident with the ball, taking shots late in the game. Is a very good boost for actually younger players.
Geylang International's head coach Noah Ali had a perfect way to sum up Harith Kanadi's rise to the top, saying, I found him playing football at the Void Deck and now he's playing professional football. So that is the rise of Harith Kanadi. All right, let's have a look at the results from the weekend. So confirmation of the results. Geylang International with the victory over Hougang United at OTH. They strengthened their grip in 4th position. Balestier Khalsa, that defeat against the Young Lions, a poor one for Marko Kraljevic, but for the Young Lions, the 2nd victory of the season, and they do look good with Hami and Ilhan Fandi back in the squad. Drama at the Jurong East Stadium, Tanjung Pagar United and Tampines Rovers sharing the spoils. Jordan Webb being sent off for the Stags, drop points for Gavin Lee's side. And at Bishan, Lion City Sailors 2, Albirex Niigata 3 for the second time in a row between these two sides. And Albirex Niigata now with a 6-point lead over the Sailors. Have a look at the top scorers list. Plazibat injured, not part of the action on 14 goals. He remains on 14. Doi with that goal up to 8. Jordan Webb on 7 still, but will miss the next 2 matches through suspension. Boris Kopitovic on 6 after his double against Tanjong Pagar United. And Ryo Nishiguchi back in action, so he will hope to get up the scoring charts. Song Yong on 5 as well after his penalty. So have a look at the all-important league table, and this is how it stands with 4 matches to go. Albirex Niigata top of the table with 23 points. Tampines on 21, 2 points behind them. Both teams will meet later on in the season. Lion City Sailors 6 points behind the top with 4 matches to play. Might be too much. Geylang International in 4th position, the final AFC Cup spots, and they do look good with a 4-point gap over Hougang and Balestier, who have ambitions of AFC Cup football. And have a look at 7 and 8, Young Lions and Tanjong Pagar United. Both teams getting something from the weekend, and both teams looking to avoid bottom spot. Tanjong Pagar without a victory still in the league this season. 4 matches back to back to back to back coming up on Wednesday. The Tigers back in action at Bishan, taking on Tanjong Pagar United. League leaders Albirex Niigata will feel it is a very winnable game against the Young Lions, who will feel they're coming off a high after that victory against Balestier Khalsa. So anything can happen at Jurong East. The battle of the 2 off-form teams at Hougang Stadium as the Cheetahs take on the Stags, and Geylang International will leapfrog Lion City Sailors into 3rd with victory there. So Lion City Sailors have to have the victory there if they have to have any ambitions of first challenging for the title and not relinquishing that 3rd position in the table. All right, all to play for. Tanjong Pagar United is going to be tough, especially coming off that good draw against Tampines Rovers. What's it all about now between now and Wednesday?
Today is recovery, and we analyzed our last game and then prepare ourselves for Tanjong Pagar. Tomorrow training, Wednesday game. Day recovery on Thursday, Friday one training, Saturday next game.
Yeah.
And then this is how we work last few weeks. But it's okay, everybody in the same, and then very important to start pick up the points and then chase the team in front of us, you know.
It's tiring, isn't it? But as a player, you prefer playing than training. I'm sure Marko wouldn't want to hear that, but you prefer playing the games, and that's where you get your match fitness than just training, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, playing the game, like for every player, like the whole preparation the day before, coming to the game, the best would be to win the game, because the whole mood is very different. Winning games, the whole mood at training the next day or recovery is so good. So definitely, I mean, the game's coming thick and fast. It's also tiring for the players with possibilities of injuries and all this, but that's how the situation is, and also that's how the games are going to be for the next 4 games. So like we mentioned earlier, like we're going to take a game at a time, but then again, for the team, we want to achieve the best we can. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, both Marko and Aaravin, for coming on the SPL show. We wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season. And there will be an action against Tanjong Pagar United, so we'll see how they fare. 4 matches on Wednesday. You can watch it all on this platform. Really looking forward to the matches. Will it change? Will the table change after this particular round? We'll come back on the SPL show to analyze all the fixtures once again. See you then.